Hey, yo, look, I'm not gonna act like moving to Albuquerque is gonna be the best experience you have, especially if you're not ready and you've made a connection with somebody who lives down here to help and guide you through all these big decisions you're about to make. So in today's video, lucky enough for you, I can be that guide, and I'm about to give you some of the top mistakes a lot of people are making before they actually relocate down here to Albuquerque. So grab your pen and your pad, because it's about to get interesting. Let's go. You know, it's one thing to do all the research and do all the Google searches, LinkedIn's, Instagram's, TikToks, and there's one thing to actually knowing what each neighborhood is going to offer you. And that's one mistake that a lot of our clients have made, is not researching the neighborhoods enough to see if it's really going to match their lifestyle, the commutes that they're expecting, and all that, right? So that's one thing that I tell you right off of the bat. Make sure that you're researching these neighborhoods and link up with somebody like me. If it's another YouTuber, realtor, somebody on Instagram or TikTok that does the same type of content that I do, reach out to them and ask them a personal question. Hey, this is my lifestyle. Will the Northeast offer that, or will the Northwest be the best? Because if you're looking for an area with neighborhoods, walking trails, easy convenience to like shopping and all that stuff, there is going to be some pocket areas that you're going to want to look into, especially depending on your price point. Now, I know that's a hard one to really figure out unless you've spoken with the lender, and our lender, just so you know, has created a 12-month program for especially our clients. Like, this is exclusive to you. If you are planning to relocate down to New Mexico within the next 12 months, we can help you figure out that budget. We can help you figure out what you're going to be able to afford when it comes down to relocating to Albuquerque or any other city in New Mexico. So that's one key thing that I recommend that you do, is that you get with somebody that either lives here, has been here, or somebody like me, a realtor or a neighborhood guide, right? And we also have a neighborhood guide for you to download in the description. So if you are wanting to get some more info on these different neighborhoods that we talk about on our videos, go in the description down below and download it. But just to make sure that whatever neighborhood you choose, it actually matches up to your lifestyle, your daily commutes to work, or daily commutes down to the convenience store. Or I had a client this year that wanted to live like super close to the nearest bridge club, and that was a mission. So we helped them find a house that was actually a mile away, and we made it happen for them. Hey, I wanted to hop in real quick just to stop the video before you learn all these mistakes that people are making before they relocate down here. Thanks for tuning into the Living in Albuquerque channel. If this is your first time stopping by, go ahead and hit that subscribe and notification bell down at the bottom. That way you never miss out on any videos, because we are dropping videos talking about what Albuquerque and the great cities in New Mexico have to offer. Now, if you are planning on moving down here within the next 6 to 12 months, I'd love to help you out as well, because as much as I love doing these videos, I would love to also help you out with your real estate needs. And that number popping up on the screen here is my direct line. Feel free to call or text me at any time. But it's enough about me. Let's get back into the video. You may think that you got New Mexico figured out, and then New Mexico hits you from the sidelines and you're like, what the heck is going on? Especially when it comes down to the weather. Now, New Mexico's weather is pretty particular to its own rhythm. Like, it doesn't follow what Phoenix would be, where you can expect it to always be hot and dry, or Denver, where it gets a ton of snow and a ton of rain. Now, here in New Mexico, we experience all of it, especially in Albuquerque. Now, in Albuquerque, it's a lot more predictable than any other city in the southwest state of New Mexico. So what I mean by that is that during the day, on the average day, on any given day of the week, on any given day of the year, you are going to get sunshine. Now, that doesn't mean that in the mornings and in the evenings it doesn't get cold. Now that the afternoon is coming and a slight breeze is coming through, I can feel the temperature start to change. Like, sitting here in the shade, it is a little chilly, and I wish I would have brought my flannel, because I'd be a lot more comfortable. I am shaking a little bit and I'm starting to get goosebumps. So if you are on the fence about moving to New Mexico because of its weather and you're just not too sure, I highly recommend that you come and take a visit, especially during the fall time. If you're watching this right now and you're like, man, I should really get out there, I recommend coming out before Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving, it does get cold down here, like freezing temperatures. But still, during the day, it's going to be comfortable. You're going to experience like 60, 70 degree weather on average from the fall to the winter time during the day. But in the evenings, in the mornings, be aware and layer up, because those temperatures are going to fluctuate drastically. If you're looking to purchase a house here, there's something that you got to know. You really got to make your decision between buying a new home and buying an older home. Now, in Albuquerque, there's very few options to purchase a new home. Like there's maybe like 3 or 4 different new home build communities here in Albuquerque. One is super affordable and the rest are going to be over $500,000 just because Albuquerque's capped off and there's really nowhere else for us to go but west. So if you're looking for a more affordable new build, you're going to want to go to either Los Lunas or Rio Rancho. Now, what are the 2 big differences? Well, it's pretty obvious, right? In a new build, you're going to get all the warranties. It's a brand new house. You don't have to deal with the headaches of, negotiations for inspections and all that stuff. Now, things do come up in a new build because nothing's perfect, right? Even in a perfect world, you're going to find something wrong within these new builds. We always do. And when it comes down to a resale house, you're really buying a resale house because you're trying to purchase a house in a certain area with certain features, certain characteristics. Like I know a lot of people that have purchased houses on the northeast side and the northwest side because they have bigger plots of land and the houses have certain characteristics that they're looking for, whether it be a Southwest style home, old school ranch style house, or the house has just a certain vibe to it that you couldn't get anywhere else. There's neighborhoods down here in the North Valley that I personally like to look into because the North Valley is its own little place. You feel disconnected from the city, especially if you are living here in Los Ranchos, because it's real rural. It feels like a farm town, and just to be quite frank with you guys, Los Ranchos is considered a little village within Albuquerque. I don't know how that works, but it does. So with that being said, just be real particular to what you're looking for, especially when it comes down to purchasing a house. There's a high chance that you're probably leaving whatever major city you're in, whether it be a city in Texas, Florida, Denver, or Los Angeles, or even New York. You're tired of dealing with traffic. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, we do deal with traffic here in Albuquerque. It's not gonna be anything like what you're dealing with now because the average commutes are anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes when you're dealing with traffic. So that's a godsend, right? But still, if you're anything like me, you don't wanna have to deal with traffic day in and day out. So you do everything possible to avoid it. Now, I, as somebody who's lived here and worked here and, been born and raised here, I know all the tips and tricks and I can let you in on them. But truth of the matter is that you're really only going to deal with traffic early in the morning and in the evenings when everybody's either going to work or trying to go back home. And that's usually anybody that lives on the west side going to the east side for work, and then vice versa, right? Going from the east side to the west side in the evenings, you're really going to be stuck in traffic. Now that all depends on how far you are and the type of construction you're going to be dealing with, especially right now because they got a big project going on I-25. So that really delays things. So you're going to want to pre-plan everything accordingly, especially if you got places to be. But all of that can be avoided by choosing the right area. So when you come down here and you take a visit, don't count on me to drive you around because I'm just going to show you all the back roads and just confuse you a little bit. I really recommend coming down here with little knowledge as possible about the daily commutes and just start from whatever neighborhood you're ideally looking to move to and Google map it, or just plug the address to your new house or your new job into the navigation and drive there. And try to do it in all times of the day. That way you really get a feel for the flow of traffic, the type of traffic we deal with, and really figure out if that's really going to work out for you. Look, I get it. I'm the type of person that really believes that they can do it all on their own, and you may be the same. Truth is that when it comes down to relocating to a new city, it's kind of a lie. It's kind of a facade. And if you don't have the right connections or know the right people, you could potentially end up in the wrong place. So the last mistake that I see people in, probably one of the biggest mistakes, is that they think that they can do it all on their own. Now, that doesn't go to say that you're not knowledgeable and you're not a smart person. It's the nature of the beast, right? We're human beings. We think that we're great on our own, and more power to you if you got that mentality, right? Because I'm the same. If you're really struggling with the fact that, man, this is a whole new area, I really don't know much about it, and I'm either getting transferred there for work or I've heard great things about it, I visited it, and I really get attracted to this place, but I just can't get a grip on where I want to live, how close it's going to be to work, the type of lifestyle, the price points, right? All those little things that go into, really choosing the best place to live when it comes down to living here in Albuquerque, you're gonna need some help. And the truth is that there's a lot of people like me out there that are willing to help you out. Above all, reach out to a professional, ask them questions. Ask them the deepest questions that you have about living here in Albuquerque, and they're gonna give you the best answers to guide you in the right direction. So don't hold back, reach out, because we'd love to help you out. So there you have it. Some of the top mistakes that a lot of people are making before they actually relocate down here to Albuquerque. Now, I'm sure these mistakes go in congruency with people relocating anywhere else. So if you're looking to relocate down here within the next 6 to 12 months, whether you're purchasing a house or renting a house, our team would love to help you out. Now, again, that number popping up on the screen is my direct line, and as much as I love doing these videos, I would love to also help you out with your real estate needs. So if you're looking to relocate to Albuquerque or anywhere in New Mexico, call or text me at any time. Now, if you aren't ready to take that step, you aren't ready to have somebody help you and navigate you through all these different nuances of relocating down to New Mexico, down in the description below is a free relocation guide. Download it, it's free. Like, you have nothing to lose. Now, I may reach out just to see if you need anything else, but that bridges the gap for you and any kind of nervousness, any anxiousness that you have about relocating down here. And plus, I love to help you out. We're helping out a ton of people relocate here from Washington, California, New York, Florida. I mean, you name it, we're probably helping somebody from that state. So if you're ready, I'd love to help you out. I'm gonna go back to the office. I got a ton of work to finish up, as always, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.